Good afternoon, students.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Yes, students have started executing other programs, second program, third program, fourth program. Anybody completed? Because it is easy. It will not take much time. ಯಾರಾದ್ರೂ ಮಾಡಿದೀರಾ fourth program? Urgesh, you asked me the link for previous programs, no? YouTube link.
Yes, ma'am.
I'll share now. I'll share in the chat window.
Okay, ma'am.
Today I'll complete fifth program.
Okay, ma'am.
I'll wait another 2 minutes because only 3 students are there. So another 2 minutes I'll wait and then I'll start. Yes, students, join quickly, no? Tell your friends to join quickly. Students, these are the links of Part B program. YouTube links for Part B program. This is for first program. This link is for first program. So also link of Part B program. Okay, students, I'll begin with fifth program, Part B, fifth program. This is the last program, students. This is the last program. Tell your friends to join quickly because if they miss any of the steps, then it is difficult to follow. Is my screen is visible, students? Screen ಕಾಣಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದೆಯಾ?
No, ma'am.
Yes, students, please respond. Is the screen is visible?
Yes, ma'am, it is visible now.
No, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Shall I start? Shall I start the fifth program? See, even after telling also only 14 students are there. See, this shows the how much serious you people are about Part B programs. Yes, students, can you see the screen? Okay. See here, I'll read out the fifth question, students. I'll read out the fifth question. If you develop a web page, develop a web application using CHash and ASP.NET for the complaint management system. See, students, for this program in last lab, I have created the tables. Do you remember, students? In Pidya, I have created the database in the last lab. Yes, Murugesh?
Yes, ma'am.
I have created the tables, no? Yes, I have created the tables, and here in the question, what he has told that here we need to add four hyperlinks. How we did in fourth program. Similarly, here we have to add four hyperlinks for to add engineer, complaint registration, complaint allocation, and view complaint. To view for all this, we need to create a hyperlink in the page. So here I'll show you, I have executed this program. So I'll show you, this is a home page. Is Kana Saidya home page? This is a home page, students. This is a, here what you can see here, my ASP.NET application, and here you are able to see welcome to complaint management system. So this is a home page. I'll change here, students. Purposely I have not changed this. So this is a design, and see here, home is by default. I have created four links, hyperlinks, students: engineer, registration, that is complaint register, complaint allocation, and view complaint. When I click on engineer, it has to go to engineer page. When I click on complaint registration, so it should go to complaint registration page. When I click on complaint allocation, it has to go to complaint allocation. When I click on view complaint, then it should display the complaints. So here, this is the home page, students. In home page, I have created four links. You know how to create links? Yes. If you don't know, I'll explain once again. Here we have a master page. In the master page, we have a code. That's why I told you to not to take empty page, empty website. Take a default website. So there, a default home page and about page will be there. Just you have to enhance the website. Here you see the code, students? Can you see the code here? This is the item tag. Using item tag, the item tag, this is the menu items. The menu items are home page, engineer link, engineer hyperlink, register complaint hyperlink, and complaint allocation and view complaint. These are all the text which can be visible on the web page, and these are all the pages where we are linking, the hyperlink where we are. When I click on view complaint, where it should redirect. When I click on complaint allocation, where it should redirect to this com_allo asp.x page. To that page it has to redirect. So using this, yeah, I think this nobody has doubt, because this already in the fourth program I have done. Okay, the database is created, students, and the links are created, and even the pages also created. I think you know how to add the page. I'll explain once again, student. And please, students, if I'm fast anywhere, you can stop me, and I'll explain once again. If you are not able to understand any of the queries, anything, then I'll explain once again. If you are not if you have any problems, or if you have any difficulty, if you have any queries, you can stop me, and you can ask me any questions. So here, students, the home page is ready, the hyperlink is ready, and the database is ready. Okay, so how to add a pages? Right click on the program name, add a new item, a new item. Here you can create a webmaster, you can add webmaster, you can add classes, you can add class diagram, you can add CSS file. But here we want to add a web form, so better we'll go with the first web form. Down, by default it will be default to .aspx. You change the file name according to your requirement. So here you observe the solution explorer, students. Observe the solution explorer. If you are attending the class in mobile phone, you please zoom your mobile screen and you can see what are the options you are able to see in the solution explorer. About page, complaint allocation, engineer page, register complaint, view complaint. Four files are available. We'll see one by one. So what is the first query is develop a suitable content page for the above created four links with the following details. So four links I have. Ida alva four links is there in my home page. Yes, students, you here you have to add a description about the complaint management page. So before the description, there my ASP.NET page is there, no? My ASP application. So I'll change it to complaint management system. Complaint management system. Yes, students, every time you can say you save your screen and you just refresh the web page. Refresh the web page. You can see the difference between the previous web page and after the modification how the web page looks. Complaint management system. Understand idea? Yes, students, all of you can see. Students, please respond.
Yes, ma'am.
So next, enter a new engineer belonging to the selected department. Yes, students, before doing the first query, here you observe here we have a note. Here we have a note. What is this note is, consider the table 1 department means a table which is having a static data. A table is a static table containing some pre-entered department which are displayed in all the remaining modules. Means before we start creating a before we start doing a design, we have to create a department page, department table. In this, some by default, sorry, not by default, static information should be there. See, this is a static table I have taken. Department ID 1 for MCA, ID 2 for CSC, ID 3 for ISC, ID 4 for ECE. So 5 departments I have taken, students. So, sorry, 4 departments I have taken. So this is done. So coming to the first query, enter new engineer belonging to the selected department and display in a combo box. So department should be displayed in a combo box. Department should be displayed in a combo box. You can take either a department ID, you can take either a department name. So there is no confusion, students, because a department table is a static table. If you are taking ID 1 means it is for MCA. If you are taking ID 2, it is for CSC. If you take ID 3, it is for ISC. If you take ID 4, it is for ECE. Either you can take department ID or department name. So no problem in the question. Just they have told that enter a new engineer belonging to the selected department. Display in a combo box. So see here what I have done. So I am showing the engineer table. In the engineer table, department, and for that what they have given in the question combo box. Yes, go to toolbox. Do you find any option? Where is the combo box option here, students? Kanasta idea combo box. So kanasta
Drop
idea.
down,
Huh?
drop down list.
Yeah, we don't have combo box, so we have to use drop down list. So drop down list, take a drop down list, students. Once you take a drop down list, click on the triangle button. Click on the triangle button and choose a data source. I'll not do it again, students. Yesterday in last lab also I have shown you, and now if I have for this combo box I have already done. So for department selection, so I have taken I have linked this combo box with the database, and coming to the fields, that is ID engineer, name of the engineer, contact number, ID department, and submit button. And here I have taken a grid view. Yes, students, to display the grid view, I have not taken the display button. Button nan tagondilla. So now I'll run the program and I'll show you, students. Yes, understood the first query, students? What I have to do is I have to enter the details of new engineer. Engineer details ene. What are the engineer details? See the question. Engineer ID, engineer name, contact number, and ID department we have to include. I'll run the program, save all, build, run. So the home page is there. So click on engineer, select the department. See, students, here I have linked with the department ID. I have linked with the department ID. ID engineer. Engineer ID 5. Engineer name. Engineer name. Tell any name. Arjun. Contact number. Any contact number you can take, and ID department. Department ID 3. Department ID 3. Enter the details. Enter the details. Click on OK button. Yes, students. See here. See the see this grid view. In the grid view, how many details it is showing? 1 and 3. I have refreshed the page. Now, first ID 1 is engineer ID 1 is for Arun, 2 is for Anup, sorry, 3 is for Anup, 5 is for Arjun. Yes, students, while entering the information, while entering the engineer's detail, while entering the engineer's details, uh, sometimes you will get a confusion because we have set engineer ID as a primary key. If you are entering the same data again, then you may get a error, primary key conflict error you will get. So for better usage purpose, for better understanding purpose, down only if you see, you can see the table, you can see the database, and you can enter the details. Engineer ID 4, we don't have 4, so 4. Rita. Rita is a next engineer. Department ID 1. Submit. So data inserted. Nina. Contact number. Department 6. Yes, students, I have inserted a data for 4 employees. For 4 employees, I have inserted for 4 engineers. I have inserted a data. Any doubt here? Any doubt? Yes, students, understood the first query. And coming to the second query, in the second query, register new complaint with submit button. So we have to register a new complaint. So we have to create a complaint page. So complaint page, as register complaint page I have. So in the again you go to database. In the complaint page, what are the in the complaint table? What are the fields we have? Complaint ID and complaint description. Only 2 fields we have, students. So the complaint registration label I have taken, and the next is complaint ID and complaint description, and this is a button which I have used to insert the complaint into the database. Here a simple query I have used, students. Insert query I have used. I will run the program. I'll run this form. Is complaint ID 6, complaint description, complaint any complaint in the department. This is for complaint. No, why? Computer repair. Maybe it will show the error, students. Why? Because I don't know the size. I don't remember what is the size of I have given for complaint registration. If I have given 10, then it will show string truncation error. I'll check. No, I think I have given 50, so that's why it has not given that. See here, see this table, see the down table, the grid view. In the grid view, only 2 fields are there. Now the next field is inserted. So next, complaint ID 5, complaint description, computer repair, software installation, software installation, enter, submit. The data is inserted. Refresh the page. Yes, students, observing how the data grid view is changing. Yes. So this is the next query. So the third query is view all registered complaint. View all registered complaint and allocate the corresponding department. Allocate the corresponding department display in a combo box. So here allocate complaint allocation. Complaint allocation, go to the problem statement. Go to the problem statement. What is the what is the query is? Registered complaint. In registered complaint, the this is a table, that is this department complaints. The fields are ID complaint and ID ID department and ID complaint. So the department ID and complaint ID, this table is having. So coming to the design, that is complaint allocation. In the complaint allocation, The engineer name means the engineer ID we are taking in a combo box. We are taking in a combo box. We are taking in a combo box. So I'll run this and I'll show you. See student, engineer name Rita. The ID of Rita is what? ID of Rita. Wait students, first I will check the ID of Rita. Engineer ID is 4 and department ID is 1. Engineer ID is 4 and department ID is 1. One second students. This table has become very big, so it is becoming difficult to trace where the value is inserting. ID department. ID. Okay, students, wait. This query I'll check once because here I have executed so many times, so I'm not able to trace out the value where it has stored. So coming to the fourth query, students. In the fourth query, we need to display all the complaints in a grid view. Display all the query in a grid view. So we have to display all the query in a grid view handled by selected engineer in a combo box. Yes, students, still this part I have not done. This combo box part I have not done. Now it is displaying the output for the. It is now it is just displaying all the complaints in a grid view. I'll show you students. That is view complaint page. I'll run the view complaint page. When I click on view complaint, when I run the view complaint page, so it is displaying the complaints, all the complaints. These many complaints I have inserted now, students. The software installation and computer repair. Yes, students. From the beginning, from the site master page, I'll run the program once again. Now I'm in a site master page. So I'll run the program. So this is the website for complaint management system. In this website, I have created 4 hyperlinks for engineer, register complaint, complaint allocation, and view complaint. So the first one is here we have to enter the information of a we have to enter a new engineer. So the ID is 10 ID is a primary key, so unique number we have to give. Name of the engineer, Ramesh. Contact number, ID department, department ID, 4, submit. Foreign key. Insert a statement, concept of foreign key constraints. It's department 2, department ID 2, engineer ID 10, name of the engineer, Ramesh, contact number, department ID. Yes, students, why it was showing the error? Because here I did not select the department ID. Yes, students, what department ID I select here? Here also I have to give the same department ID. So this is working. So engineer details is working. Register complaint. Here we have to register the complaint with the complaint ID and complaint description. Complaint ID 8 I'll give 8 because here the complaint ID is a primary key. Complaint ID 1, 2, 5, 6 I have, 8 I don't have. Complaint description. What are the description I have given? Glass damage, wire cut, software installation, computer repair, and what complaint I can add, students? Can you tell any complaint? ಹೇಳಿ ಯಾರಾದ್ರೂ? Yes, students. Students, are you following? ಮುರುಗೇಶ್ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆಯಾ?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So, can you tell any complaint, Murugesh? What complaint I can add? ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತೀರಾ? ಯಾರು ಏನು ಹೇಳಲ್ಲ. Antivirus installation. Antivirus installation. So the complaint has registered. So you can see this table, students. Observe this table. Only 4 complaints are there. I'll refresh this page. See, if you don't want to refresh the page, you can also include the display button also. Here I have not used display button, but in your record, when you execute this program, you have to include a display button, because display button, so many times I have inserted, I have executed, I have shown the execution of display button in the query. So that's why I have omitted here, students, but you don't omit that display button. So idu work aagta ide. So complaint is working. So next, complaint allocation. Yes, students, here the complaint allocation, here we are taking department ID and department ID complaint. The department ID of Anup is, what is the department ID of Anup? One second, I can show you here only. The department ID of Anup is 2. department ID of Anup is 2. So 2, submit. ID department. 1 second, students. I'll check here. Sorry, not 2. It is 3. Just 1 nimsha. 3. Yes, students, the values are more, no? So now if I delete this table, then again I may find some I may find some error. But this, according to the engineer name, it is fetching the department ID and ID complaint, students, because these two are the reference key. These two are used as a reference key in this table, in the department complaint table. In the department complaint table, these two are used as a reference key. Why? Because department ID is a primary key in department table and ID complaint is a primary key in register complaint table. So these two we are referring here. So these two we are referring here. Getting, so from these two tables it is fetching the data. So the last query is view complaint. Here you are able to view the complaint. Here based on the department it has to show the complaint. So still I have not written the query for that, just it is showing the list of complaints. Yes, students, if I change that fifth query, last query, then uh, fifth program almost I have completed. Okay, students, understood fifth program? Yes, students, understood fifth program? See, students, the designing everything you have to do. Just I am explaining the queries designing, because in the first two programs I have spent lot of time in designing the form, to change the background color, to change the background image. I have shown how to implement everything, how to include the images, everything I have shown you. Now in the remaining programs, it is your responsibility to design the forms, different colors, different background, different text font, everything you change. Is it okay? Yes, students? Yes, students, here, 1 second. In the complaint allocation, I will show you the query. If I show, because there the table is very big, you might have some confusion. I show the query, students. Here, the data is inserting into the department complaint table, where ID department and ID complaint. ID
And
department.
screen visible ಇಲ್ಲ.
Yes, students, in the third query, I have executed so many times. So many data is available in that table. You may not be, you might be having some confusion. So I'll explain the query, students. So what is the question here is, what is the question here is, here you have to register the complaint and allocate the corresponding department, display in a combo box. So here where we are allocating the complaint, see here we have a department complaint table. Here the attributes of this table is id department and id complaint. Yes, students. So id department we are taking from department table, and id complaint we are taking from registered complaint table. Yes, these two are, we are referring from the other table. Yes, students, getting understanding? These two, id complaint and id registration, sorry, id complaint and id departments, we are referring from the other table. Which is table? Department table and register complaint table. So coming to this table here, so insert into department complaint id department id complaint, select d dot department r dot id complaint from department d register complaint r engineer e where d dot department is equal to e dot department. Yes, students, here we are taking a data from department table, complaint table and engineer table. Artha aagta idea, students? Here in the engineer table we have id engineer name, because there we are taking the name of the engineer in the combo box. Getting? We are taking the name of an engineer in a combo box. So there three tables we need. Three tables we need. So this name we are taking from engineer table, and these id and complaint department id is from department table and complaint id is from complaint table. See, Ramesh I have taken, students. Ramesh I have taken. See here, the complaint ID, it has taken 6. 1 second, student. Yes, students, it is taking ID value from ID complaint and ID department. So this is the fourth query. The fifth query is it has to display the complaint, but here whichever the department I select, to that department it has to display. So that still I have to write the query for that. So only that changes I have to do, students. So remaining everything, it is working fine. So any doubt? Any doubt, students? So here I have completed fifth program. So in the next lab, the remaining the fifth program that I have, this combo box I have to do now. So the remaining this, and if you have any doubt in other programs, we will try, we will solve your doubt. I will solve your doubts in the other programs. So part B programs completed. Okay, students, any doubt? Yes, students, from the beginning, step by step, uh, without skipping any of the step, you try to execute all the programs. In between, if you are getting any error, so you note down what error you are getting. Tomorrow you have my class, no? Tomorrow when you have tomorrow third hour you have my class. So in third hour class, half an hour I'll do the revision, and remaining half an hour we can solve your doubts in part B program. Whatever the doubts you have, we can solve. And today I will share you the code of all the 5 programs. Yes, is it okay, students? Anything you want to tell? Yes, students, anything you want to tell? Vishal, Ashwini, Shashank. Yes, all of you practice at home once. If you are finding, once you practice, only then you will come to know what difficulties you are facing, what problems you are facing, students. Unless and until you will not understand what, how to use, how to work with, better you use Visual Studio 2010. It is user friendly compared to 17, 19. So it is user friendly, and in the syllabus also they have told you how to use Visual Studio 2010. So to run the program, even I am using 2010. Even in our lab also we are using Visual Studio 2010, and I have shared you the software also. If you are if you have 17 or 19, if you are not finding any problem, then you can go ahead. But better, I prefer 2010. Yes, students, we have completed part B programs. So in the remaining labs, we'll do revision. In part B, second program, last query I have to do, and in part B, third program also last query I have to do. So that, and fifth program, last query, these I'll complete in the next lab on 21st. By 21st, the remaining wherever 1 or 2 queries are left out, we'll try to complete all the queries. And one more thing, students, I told you this designing everything you have to do. Okay, students, shall I stop here? Any doubts? Any doubt? Students, any doubt? This video I'll share. I will upload in lab list. lab list folder. We have a folders, no, different folders. We have .NET theory list we have separately, and lab list we have separately. So this today's, because today I have explained the lab program, no, I have conducted the lab session. So the link I have no, the theory in the class I have taken in the theory class link only, but I have done the lab program. So the video I'll upload in the lab playlist. Students, answer your attendance. Aditya, Ajay, Amit.
Yes, ma'am.
From the beginning you are there or you joined now?
No, ma'am. Beginning also there, ma'am.
Okay, good. You understood fifth program?
Yes, ma'am.
Second and third, have you completed?
First maybe completed and second half, ma'am.
Do it fast, no? And you can help your friends. Apurva?
Yes, ma'am. Antima.
Okay, Antima?
Present, ma'am.
Antima understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Apurva?
Present, ma'am.
Last class you are absent.
Ma'am, no, ma'am, I was present.
Present. Then who is absent? Antima. Antima is absent. Correct. Apurva understood? Understood fifth program?
Yes, ma'am.
You started executing, Apurva? No.
No, ma'am.
Oh, why? You are finding any? You are waiting for any good day? Huh?
No, ma'am, I'll
Huh?
start today.
You are thinking still the
I'll
exam?
start today, ma'am.
Yes, students. I'm planning to conduct your second lab internals in December last week, 28, 29, 30, 31st. That week, maybe 29th, 29th or 30th. I'll conduct. I'll talk to HOD. I'll ask madam and she'll give permission. So that time I'll conduct. Ashwini. Ashwini.
Yes, ma'am.
ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಮ್ಮ ಅಶ್ವಿನಿ ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರಾಮ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
ಬಿಂದು,
Yes, ma'am.
ದಿವ್ಯೇಶ್, ಗೌರೀಶ್, ಗೌರೀಶ್, ಗೌತಮಿ, ಗೌತಮಿ, ಗುಣಶೇಖರ್, ಗುಣಶೇಖರ್, ಹರಿಣಿ.
ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಮ್ಯಾಮ್.
ಹರಿಣಿ ಮಾಡಿದ್ಯಮ್ಮ ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರಾಮ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ?
ಮ್ಯಾಮ್ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರಾಮ್ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರಾಮ್ ಮಾಡಿದೀನಿ, ಥರ್ಡ್ ಫೋರ್ತ್ ಮಾಡಿಲ್ಲ ಮ್ಯಾಮ್.
ಯಾಕೆ ಮಾಡಿಲ್ಲ? ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಲ್ವಾ? ಫೋರ್ತ್ ಅಂತೂ ತುಂಬಾ ಈಸಿ ಇದೆ. ಫೋರ್ತ್ ಫಿಫ್ತ್ ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರಾಮ್ಸ್ ತುಂಬಾ ಈಸಿ ಇದೆ. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬಿಡಿ ಫೋರ್ತ್ ಫಿಫ್ತ್.
ಓಕೆ
ಸೂರ್ಯ, ನಯನ, ನಜ್ಮಾ.
Present, ma'am.
Yesterday absent Nazma.
Yes, ma'am.
Nidhi, Pradeep, Preeti.
Present, ma'am.
ಪ್ರೀತಿ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೆಯಮ್ಮ ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರಾಮ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ?
Yes, ma'am.
ರಾಜೇಶ್.
Present, ma'am.
Rajesh, you started executing part B programs?
Yes, ma'am. I have started.
How many you executed?
Ma'am, first is done. Second, I'm about to do it.
Okay. Do it fast.
Yes, ma'am.
Sahadev,
Present, ma'am.
Saket, Santosh, Seema,
Yes, ma'am.
Sinchana.
Present, ma'am.
Last class absent. Spurti. ಯಾಕೆ ಇವಳು ಆಬ್ಸೆಂಟ್ ಆಗ್ತಿದ್ದಾಳೆ? ಶಶಾಂಕ್.
Present, ma'am.
ವರ್ಷ.
Present, ma'am.
ಯಶಸ್ವಿನಿ.
Present, ma'am.
ಅಮೃತ.
Present, ma'am.
Anusha? Anusha? Apurva? Sai Siddharth? Chetana? Chetana? Kavya? Madhu?
Present, ma'am.
Manish?
Present, ma'am.
Manish, ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೀಯಾ ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರಾಮ್ಸ್?
Yes, ma'am.
Sarfaraz?
Present, ma'am.
How many programs have you executed, Sarfaraz?
Ma'am, 2 programs, ma'am.
Murgesh?
Present, ma'am.
Mani? Mani? Paresh?
Present, ma'am.
Pooja?
Present, ma'am.
Prashant?
Present, ma'am.
Pratibha? Pratibha? Pratik? Sadhana? Shashank?
Present, ma'am.
How many programs have you executed, Shashank?
6.
6. In the syllabus, only 6 programs are not there. How come you executed 6 programs? In the syllabus, we have only 5 programs. ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ಏನೋ ಒಂದು ನಂಬರ್ ಹೇಳೋದು. ಎದ್ದೇಳಪ್ಪ, ಮಲಗಿದ್ಯಾ ಏನೋ? We are not doing part A programs. We are completed part A and we are in part B. Almost 90% of the part B programs we have done. Please, syllabus nodu ondsala. Shraddha? Shraddha? Sridhar?
Present, ma'am.
Tanuj?
Present, ma'am.
Tejaswini? Tejaswini? Umehani?
Present, ma'am.
Ashish? Vidya? Vidya? Vishal?
Present, ma'am.
Okay, students, I'll stop here. Students, whatever the doubts you have, in the next lab session, you can share your screen and you can ask your doubts. And in theory class also, if you have any doubts, 1 hour we have class, no, half an hour we can do revision and remaining half an hour we can use for your doubts solving. Yes, students, have some seriousness. You concentrate on part B programs because part B program have more it has more weightage than part A programs. Okay, understood? No, 5th program. Yes, students, any doubt, any query you have doubt? Yes, students. Okay, students, I'll stop here. See you in the next class.